Disinformation about weapons of mass destruction, chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear weapons isn't just noise. It's dangerous. It puts lives at risk, and it threatens the fragile trust that global security depends on. We see a lot of this type of disinformation in news articles, especially in Russian state-sponsored news media related to Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine. And while the false narratives we read and hear may sometimes change, the tactics they use to disinform us, they stay the same. Over and over again, mislead, provoke, divide. Common tactics used by Russia include making references to past crises, using seemingly authoritative sources, distraction and misdirection, portraying states and entities as puppets, framing Russia as a savior, accusing countries and entities of disregarding rules and norms, and disregarding or manipulating evidence. Referencing past crises connects real or falsely alleged chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear threats with emotionally charged historical disasters or atrocities. This tactic seeks to discredit Russia's opponents for seemingly repeating historical injustices. When someone reads a claim like this, it evokes strong emotions that are connected to historical crises. Citing seemingly authoritative sources in news articles provides a false sense of legitimacy or expert backing. However, these sources, which may include government agencies, leaders, journalists, or self-proclaimed experts, may be fake, manipulated, or irrelevant, making it hard for readers to differentiate between legitimate news coverage and pro-Russian disinformation. Often, pro-Russian news media circulate false claims to distract or misdirect audiences. These claims may include false allegations about the development of CBRN weapons, claims that are frightening enough to distract audiences from what's really happening on the ground, such as failed military operations or illegal activities. It's almost like a magician who diverts the audience's attention to something else so they won't pay attention to the actual trick. Russia often portrays opposing states and entities as puppets to imply that a foreign power exercises control over them. This tactic is employed to discredit states and entities and their supporters, specifically those that do not align with Russia's views. Russian news articles often frame Russia as a savior, commending its actions as necessary to ensure global peace and security. Drawing attention to alleged threats that seem to require Russian intervention aims to legitimize Russia as a responsible international actor and to justify its aggression in Ukraine. We also see news media accuse countries and entities of disregarding rules, laws, and norms. This tactic is used to undermine Russia's opponents and portray them as hypocrites who don't follow the very rules they accuse Russia of breaking. Disregarding or manipulating evidence is a tactic used by Russia to suggest nefarious WMD activity. False claims can do this by alleging that certain actors are concealing or disregarding evidence, or even by referencing real or fabricated evidence that allegedly proves nefarious activity. If we can learn to spot these patterns, we can stop the damage before it spreads. All of these tactics play on our emotions. They're designed to confuse, frighten, and manipulate. We can't fight every rumor and every lie one by one, as they are too prolific. But we can expose the methods behind them and build the resilience needed to protect our communities and institutions from future disinformation attacks. This is about more than just truth and lies. It's about protecting peace and security, maintaining public trust, and upholding the norms that keep the world safer for all of us. By recognizing, understanding, and exposing these tactics, you too can help counter WMD disinformation.